Hi, this is Marcy Parks with Side by Side Educational Consulting, where we work side by side with educators to improve outcomes for all children. Today I want to talk to you about one thing that will change how your kids learn. This one thing will literally rewire their brains for self-control and success. So I want to talk to you about feedback. We're given so many opportunities daily to give feedback to children, and how we do that and how we capitalize that is critically important. There's a significant amount of research out there that tells us so much about the brain and why it needs feedback. It's brain food. It needs that feedback to survive. If you think about we eat, we have to fuel our body with food, and the better fuel we give it, the better we function. And the same is true with feedback in the brain. The better feedback we give students, the higher functioning brain they have. Let's talk about one thing that will be a game changer for you in your classroom, and that is noticing. In Becky Bailey's work, she talks about 4 things within noticing that makes a big difference. 1, notice often. The more you notice, the better. Be specific in your noticing. The more specific, the better. Be quick. The sooner you can give the feedback, the better. Immediately, if possible. And do pure noticing versus judging within your noticing. And let me talk about that a little bit. In pure noticing, you raise this awareness in children of themselves, and it is such good brain food. Where, in contrast, if you are adding those judgment tags of good job, that's awesome, you're wonderful, we are putting our own judgment, our own view on that situation, which in turn can be detrimental in creating insecurities of children going, is it okay? Is it good enough? Am I all right? So let me give you an example. A sports example is a great way to start. So a basketball player comes up and they get set, they make a 3-point shot, swish, clean shot. And first, one coach might say, whoa, good job, that was amazing. And there's some feedback for the player. Or a coach could say, whoa, you came, you did a jump stop, you were set, your elbow was up, your form and your guide hand, everything was set. You used your legs to power up, and you held your follow through until the ball was completely through the net. Which coach sets the player up to be successful again, to repeat the desired behavior? So we do this so naturally with babies. When we get a baby, we just mirror them. They coo and we coo, and they put their hand up and we do it, and we mirror their image. We do it instinctively, but for some reason, as children get older, we notice less and judge more. I want to give you an example of one that happened to me in a preschool classroom recently. And I went into this classroom, I was a complete stranger, and the little girl walked up to me and said, "Do you love my shirt?" And I said, "Oh, you're wearing a pink shirt with short sleeves today." And she kind of looked at me and she said, "Do you love my shirt?" And I said, "Oh, your shirt has a heart in the middle of it." And again, she looks at me and she said, "Do you love my shirt?" And I said, "Your shirt has silver sequins on it. And I think when you flip them, they turn pink." And she's getting pretty mad at me by this point. And she said, "Do you love my shirt?" And finally I had to quit. I finally said, "Honey, it doesn't matter if I love your shirt. Do you like your shirt? That's all that matters. You don't need my value on your shirt." It saddened me that this little girl was wanting, just needing, thirsting for a stranger approval of a sequin shirt. So you can see how this can be detrimental to children. So let's talk about it. Let's flip it. Instead of lavishing our good jobs, and I like the way you, let's flip it to pure noticing and saying you and simply describe. For example, in a preschool classroom, you might say, "You picked up your plate. You're walking your feet over to the tub. You gently put your plate in the tub, and now, wow, you did it." Or a child comes up and says, "Teacher, look at my painting." And you say, "Whoa, You used 3 warm colors. Oh, look, you mixed the 3 warm colors together, red and yellow here with wisping strokes. Just purely noticing what is happening, and if it is a behavior you want repeated, describe it so they wire to know what to do again. Another example might be seeing a student and saying, oh, you use the sound spelling cards to reference and guide your spelling of this word. Or 2 children are out on the playground. They come up to the tire swing at the same time, and the feedback you could give was, oh, you both came here at the same time. You were both hoping to use the tire swing. You had a conversation. You took turns in your conversation, and you solved the problem all by yourself to figure out how to make this work. So in those examples, I hope you gain some ideas of the importance of feedback and taking all those opportunities to notice kids and give them that high quality feedback. Remember, notice often, be specific, be immediate if you can, and notice more and judge less. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and be sure to check out sidebyside.com.